Reuters wrote like 30 negative articles about us in the last 6 months. And now we have senators in the US writing letters to us, asking questions based on those articles. Those articles are completely baseless. They have no facts. They are completely just narratives. But we got senators and regulators asking us questions. So maybe that's a strategy by somebody. I don't know, but maybe it's not. It's hard to tell. We just gotta do what we think is right. So we just gotta make sure that we always hold users' funds one-to-one. People want to withdraw, they can withdraw. People want to stay, they can stay.
Hey guys, welcome back to Library of Wealth. Today we have Binance CEO CZ in a March 9th Twitter Spaces Q&A discussing the recent FUD in the crypto market, as well as Binance International and Binance US facing regulatory scrutiny following a Wall Street Journal article that was published. This article shows Telegram chats between Binance International leadership and employees expressing concerns about their US ties. The article also disclosed how the Binance team attempted to recruit Gary Gensler onto their team. The chats reveal Binance's nervousness over regulatory scrutiny, with the company allegedly not disclosing the extent of its ties and control over Binance US, which was set up to comply with US financial regulations. This has caused a massive amount of concern, especially on the heels of the FTX collapse, and Binance International being the largest crypto exchange in the world. Let's get right to the latest interview with Binance CEO CZ as he answers these concerns and more, and what we can expect in 2023. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel if you enjoy the content we do here. Let's get right into the video.
Right now, it's just BUSD. So it may be just targeted about Binance. It may be other stable coins. We don't know yet. So right now, it's just BUSD. But BUSD is not issued by Binance. And because BUSD is no longer available for minting, we're actually working with multiple stable coins now. So we're working with a dozen stablecoin issuers. Some of them are US dollar based, some of them are not, and some of them are not even fiat backed. Some of them are algo stable coins. I actually think Do Kwon actually had the right idea. He just didn't execute correctly.
So let's talk about the Mt. Gox. What do you think in terms of Mt. Gox? You've obviously been following it. What do you think in terms of the coins that are coming to market? Do you think it's going to bring substantial sell pressure to market? Do you have another view?
I have a different view. So I actually personally had coins on Mt. Gox. This is when I first got into Bitcoin. Mt. Gox was the biggest exchange. Actually, unknown to many people, I was actually offered to become the Mt. Gox China CEO at one point. I was just about debating whether I should take it or not, and they went down. I had a little bit of interaction with Mt. Gox. And then in Shibuya, Tokyo, I was there. I lived very close to there, like literally walking distance from their office. So I had money stuck there until now. I never got out. So, but look, Mt. Gox was 8-9 years ago. It's not going to have a huge impact on the crypto market, in my opinion. I could be wrong, but most of us were OGs. Most of the people who had any crypto from 2014 are OGs. I think we're okay with it.
All of a sudden, the average payout is $1 million. So all of a sudden, you're getting 25,000 people getting, or whatever the number is, getting $1 million in an average payout or something crazy like that. I just think if I was getting a payout of $1 million, no matter how much of a Bitcoin OG guy I was and how much I believe in the revolution, if I get $1 million that I wasn't expecting or that I've been waiting for 10 years, I'm going to spend some of it. And now, the one thing that I may spend some of it on is I may spend some of it on altcoins.
I actually very much agree with that concept because most of the OGs will probably have exposure to altcoins. But at the same time, though, my understanding is Mt. Gox is not giving one-to-one on the Bitcoins we held in Mt. Gox. They lost, I don't know how many Bitcoins back then, but they lost $850 million worth of Bitcoins, but they're just sticking with the US dollars.
I was just going to say, I think it's going to end up being about 15% of what you had in Bitcoin. About that.
Yeah, so it's not like we had one-to-one Bitcoins going to get refunded and we're going to sell I don't know how many million Bitcoins that was back then. But it's the US dollar value at today, which is we are probably 15% of what the Bitcoin value back then. So it's not like a huge amount of Bitcoins flooding onto the market. That also means 93% of those Bitcoins probably have already been spread around the market by the hackers, whoever got it already. So it's like 7% of what the hack was. So I don't think it's going to be a huge thing. On this one, to be very frank, I have not been following all the details in that level of detail. But I spoke to Vitalik today. He doesn't seem to be worried. So, I mean,
he's not worried about price. Or that's what he says.
I mean, he's just generally not worried. I mean, he's a builder. I'm not worried. When he's not worried. Vitalik's one of the nicest human beings on the planet. He has no ill intentions. He's a builder. He's young. He's pure. He's a genius. So, look, today, if Vitalik's short on money, I will put all of my money on Vitalik. So, look, Ethereum's in good hands. Ethereum's in a good place. I think Ethereum has a very strong founder. We'll support them. We'll support the ecosystem. Don't worry about Ethereum. Ethereum will be fine.
Do you think that it is a case of the exchange that works best with the regulators becomes the biggest and best exchange in the world?
I think definitely it's not one exchange working to try to benefit themselves. I think we've seen the exchange that failed trying to do that. And even if they didn't fail for stealing customers' funds, that approach doesn't work. I think the industry is very small. None of us have reached our full potential, so the market is not saturated, and so we just got to work collectively to improve the industry. So that's the number one mandate. I think anybody who uses the word offshore exchanges are selfish, and they don't get it. They don't get the big picture. It's not about any single country. It's not about any single exchange. It's about, we got to work collectively, globally. We got to work with multiple regulators who have multiple different views, different agendas, different skepticism. We just got to work with all of them to try to advance the industry. Having said that, it's not black and white. Say, look, let's all work. Some regulators are just extremely hostile to crypto industry, right? So China banned crypto exchanges, crypto mining. So it's just impossible to work there. So we don't have conversations, we don't have dialogues there. I don't think any exchange really does. So my approach is we want to work with the regulators who are pro-crypto and make them more successful.
Despite negative articles published about Binance, which has led to questions from US regulators and senators, CZ is adamant that they had no factual basis and may have been a part of a strategy. He points out that stablecoins makes this eerily similar to what happened with Mt. Gox in the crypto market. CZ also revealed that Binance had scaled back on some of their commitments, citing the US as having a more negative industry perspective in terms of regulatory clarity and adoption stance. The Securities and Exchange Commission staff reportedly believe that Binance US might be an unregistered securities exchange. Furthermore, lawmakers have expressed concerns about Binance US's independence. We'll be keeping an eye on this. What do you think about CZ's latest interview on the crypto market? And what happens with Binance in 2023? Comment down below. Thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. This is Library of Wealth. We'll see you in the next video.